All right, you guys, welcome to the Supernova 2025. Oh my gosh, 22. Wow, I just realized if you guys look at the top of the screen, it's 2205. Top 32
Yep, been looking
predictions.
at that.
Gosh dang it. The 2025 predictions for Supernova. Here we have Moonshoes and we have Waxy Joe. Here to have a good time, and I'm going to give my predictions. So what you guys are gonna see are my predictions. This is Huntsman, and then they're gonna give their comments and their thoughts either on my predictions or things that they think I missed. And we are going to go ahead and jump into the wild cards. So over here on the left, you can see that we have wild cards. We have 20, and these are the people that we think can make it into the top 32, if by miracle or honestly by luck of the draw, whether it depends on your bracket or whatever it is, your pools or your round robin. So we're going to kick it off, and we have in our first person. Oh no. Oh, it worked. We have Raz. Raz, Yoshi player, great. I think it would take a lot from Raz to make it into top 32. I'm not gonna lie, but I think Raz has been, always a really good technical player, and yeah, so I have him in my 20. Do you guys have anything to say about Raz?
Moonshoes, you want to go first? You want me to get it?
I'll let you go first.
All right, I think Raz is good. I feel like I agree with the top 32 that he would have a rougher time getting a top 32, but he's super good. I could see him making a run, but I think he does belong towards the bottom end of the wild cards. I think that's a good placement for Raz.
I hear that.
Yeah, I think I agree. He doesn't help himself with certain characters, and he goes from funky things with the wind canceling and whatnot, um, which can disrupt perfect play for Yoshi, which I think that's what Yoshi needs to be a top 32 player. But again, luck of the draw, like Huntsman said, Raz could get some pretty good matchups and possibly make a top 32 run, which would be awesome.
I hear that. All right, moving on. We have MHJ. MHJ. I think I played him once in bracket, and he just, yeah, I think he goes to every Smash Con. Fantastic Pika. Um, I've always loved watching him play, and I think he has a different gear, like where he just starts playing amazing. But I don't see it very often. But overall, I think he's a solid Pika.
I would say I've seen him get into that second gear firsthand multiple times. He just turns it on. Like he could be down three stocks and then he can make a miraculous comeback. He just starts playing really well. I could see him. Honestly, I think he could be in contention for just very high in wild card. He's consistently getting D1, I imagine. I know I played him in last year's D1 pool, but he's definitely a threat for top 32, and he's certainly a gatekeeper for those trying to get into top 32. You're not getting there without having to beat like someone like MHJ.
I hear that.
Super good.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, it seems he falls short in these larger tournaments from what he expects from himself, which is top 32. Obviously, I think all of us want that, but he's able to beat certain people on any given day, but he can't pull it out on these big stages, and uh, not having any proof, I guess, of that would keep him out of our top 32 on this list. But I think he definitely could do it with his Pika. He plays a really safe game, um, but for some reason he can't get over that hump.
Yeah, but he definitely has the potential. I feel like. I mean,
Yeah.
and I don't want to speak out of turn or like incorrectly, but I'm pretty sure I saw him take friendlies in the Picadillo against Nax when we were at his house. Like just crazy things like that. So I'm always surprised when he loses to lower level players. But still, solid as heck. All right,
Yeah, I think he hit his own head.
next we have Boba Kanoosh. We do have to speed it up a little bit. I think it'll take like an hour if we keep going at this pace. Uh, Apparently Boba Kanoosh has been playing insanely well, and I haven't. I've only played him once, and it was like 2 years ago. So I think you guys have more to say him about I do. Do you guys have him higher than this?
I have Baba Kanoosh as an easy top 32. Now, let me tell you why. His Falcon is super good against like every matchup that Falcon's supposed to be good at. And now he has, it seems as if he has mastered his Jigglypuff specifically for the Kirby matchup. And I feel as if Kirby's are his biggest problem going into brackets when there's players like on a box. But I think that he will be making top 32 and Rochester will be on the map.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say. Leave it at that.
I don't think I have anything to really input with Baba.
All right, I hear that. Well, Waxy, that is a freaking wow. That is a
Top 32.
that's
Quote me
a
on it. You'll see.
big prediction. I mean, I think Boba's gotten better, but that's a big prediction. Okay, at 17 we have OJ. OJ, I haven't seen him in a while. Fantastic player. Obviously, he's got that dog in him when he came back against JPX. That was freaking sick. Always love watching OJ play, and I think he has a different gear, kind of like MHJ, but it's just how often he gets there, you know.
Yeah, I think OJ was really good. I mean, he's not as active anymore.
Yeah.
I will say if there was like a level player that has fallen off, just like Brody has, I would say OJ might be him, just because we don't see him around anymore. He was at his peak and then he just stopped coming to tournaments. So I think
Ouch.
wildcard is very fair for him.
I like
But OJ's good. OJ's good.
I like the yeah, the sternness, the honesty.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I agree with what Waxy said. It's been a while since we've seen OJ. Uh, I honestly have no idea where I would put him. I feel like it's been a couple of years since I've seen him in person myself. So
Yeah, I hear that. All right, next we have Mafia. Now this was a personal choice by me to put Mafia in wildcard. I think he's a great player. I've also loved the content that he's putting out on YouTube. He's growing the remix game. He's growing Super Smash Bros. In general. And I think he's a good player. Like every time I play him online, I'm always surprised by how good he is. It's not like I think he's, like crazy top 32 material, but I think he has it in him to play really well. I've also never seen him play in like a real life tournament. I don't know how much real life tournament experience he has. Like the drowsiness, the headaches, by staring at a screen. That plays a big factor when you play. But I've really enjoyed his game recently, and so I threw him in the wild card.
Yeah, he's super good. Has great tech skill. I just feel like his biggest problem is gonna be his remix gear. Like I feel like he only plays remix, and I think that's gonna
Mm.
hurt him in a vanilla bracket like SmashCon. So I mean, I think that's good. I'd like to see him in wild card. He's good. He deserves it. But I think him just being a remix guy is gonna hold him back a little bit.
Mm.
I don't know enough, unfortunately, other than that the conversations I've had with him at Keystones are pretty awesome. He's a great person, but I have no idea about his play. I don't
Nice.
play online.
I hear that. Okay, I'm gonna fire off 3 in a row here. All right, so we have Chocolate Mario, Raphael, and we have Natty. Now, Natty made top 32 last year, but we do have a new contender, kind of like Mafia, who is Chocolate Mario, who is a Mario, as you can believe it, and he plays online, and he's good. He's not bad. He's solid. So I'm excited to see what he does in the tournament. So I felt like he deserved it. I feel like Natty, he's really good at the Ditto, and so I kept him out, but I mean he could easily make top 32.
Yeah, I like all three of these. I think Natty is really good. Raphael is really good. Chocolate Mario, super happy you have him on this list. When I play him on that play, I'm super impressed with his Mario. He knows how to games really well. He knows the Mario combos really well. I think it's awesome that he's on the wild card, and I could see him absolutely making a run.
Out of the three, the only name I recognize is Natty. I
Raphael's
played him
Mad
last.
Rush,
Oh,
isn't
Mad
it?
Rush. Yeah,
Oh,
Raphael's Mad Rush.
oh, really?
Yeah, I should probably put Mad Rush. Yeah.
Uh, I
Do you know Mad Rush?
personally, with not knowing Chocolate Mario, I would probably only keep Natty.
Ah,
Again, I don't know Chocolate Mario at all because I don't play online, but Mad Rush, from what I've seen in the past, fallen off a good bit, especially from last year and the year before. I would love to see him rise again to this position, but some of the people that we have off. I don't know, or below him. I don't know if this is a good placement, but we'll
Mm.
keep going.
Yeah, I think Mad Rush definitely has that potential. So I always keep him in a wild card because he's beaten Prince, he's beaten really good players in the past. But you're right, it's been a while, so I keep him in there
Yeah.
just in case usually. Okay, we're gonna shoot off three more. Okay, we have Freyan, Dr. Durstuck, and then we have De Bear. De Bear was the hardest for me to choose because I think De Bear is one of the dirtiest players. I play him online. He's also one of the nicest guys, and he is so freaking good. I think he's the most slept on Pika, like in any tournament that when he plays. I think he's really good. Durstuck obviously has a fantastic Yoshi, and then Freyan just with the Luigi. I think he has potential to make top 32. He hasn't been playing great as of late. I don't think he's playing a lot. I think that's what he told me when we went to Snosa. But love all three of these players. They all have crazy potential. I would love to see one of them pull. I think it would be an upset if one of them made it into top 32. Like they'd have to upset a pretty good player in order to make it, but really good
Yeah.
players, and they all have potential.
Honestly, after seeing and just looking at the Bears name, I didn't have him in my top 32, but I think I would confidently put him in 25th. I don't know who I'd take out, but I played him recently and he is like he's fast but very patient and his up Bs are super good. He's just really impressive and I would not be surprised if he gets to top 32. I could see him going pretty high, honestly. He's super good. Durstock, also super good. I've only played him a few times, but the Yoshi's very solid. And then Freeman, also good, but I don't like playing against him personally. The Luigi's not fun, but he's super good. I've never beaten him, and I don't know if I ever will. He's super good.
So me and Fran have that in common then.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
these guys are fantastic players. All quite different too. Brian, I think limitations are with his character. I do think he could be higher up on that list if he was playing more, but uh, it's tough to say really now.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a lot out of Durstock, but he's a solid Yoshi from what I've seen. So I'm excited to see these three. That's a good. We're getting into some good players now.
we are. So Waxy, out of these three, who would you hate the most to be in your
oh,
round robin?
Freeman. I've just never
Fran.
beaten him. I've
Okay.
beaten the other two, but if he didn't play Luigi, it would be a lot cooler. But the Bear's super good. I'd be scared to play any of them. But
Because for me,
I
it's
mean,
the
I played
bear.
nothing. Yeah, the Bear is super good. I really do think he can make a good run. He is super cracked.
Yeah, I'd be scared to death if I see him in my pools. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, oh, gosh, dang it. Because we go back and forth, and yeah, it's close. So I love all three of those players. Really talented. Okay, next three we have Cuddly, Dr. Sauce, and K-Nut making an appearance. Cuddly, fantastic Yoshi. Waxy, I believed you beat him, right? In
Hmm.
Snosa. I didn't get to play
Yeah,
him. Grinder. Like the dude just plays all the time. Dr.
yeah,
Sauce, he played great last year at Snosa. Or at
yeah.
Super
He had
Smash
the
Con.
Cinderella run.
He did. So like
Uh,
keeping him out of the top 32 was hard to do after he what he did, but I mean still. And Kana online player, I hear he's really good. I've played him like a couple times. I don't know what characters he plays really, but I know he has it in him. I don't know how much in real life experience he
Yeah,
has.
yeah. I think all three of these guys could make it pretty far. Doctor Sauce with the 17th last year was super impressive. I could see Cuddly definitely making a run. I don't really know enough about Kanot, but I feel like Cuddly and Kanot are both like online warriors, and I think the transition to in-person tournaments might make for those people be more shaky. I've had that conversation with Cuddly where I feel like he told me he was more comfortable playing at home, obviously, over in person. So I feel like online people kind of get a little setback from that, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if these guys top 32 at all. I kind of expect it almost, but I don't have them in my top 32. But this is very fair for them to be like the people gatekeeping.
Mm.
And I think I agree with you. Uh, Coming to your first tournament, I mean, I think Kane's was Keystone first, like in person, and Cuddly's was last SmashCon, and you could kind of see that for Cuddly, but this being his second, he might be more used to it and a lot better than last year. And he was really good last year.
He went to
Dr. Saul
Keystone.
surprised.
Cuddly did.
No, Kane, I believe.
Oh, Kane did. Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. I could be.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
could
sure he
be.
did.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Dr. Sauce, though, he was in my pool. I forget what it was last year at Smash Con, and it was somewhat close, but him getting top 17 was awesome. And then I think he played really well at a tournament after that too, and he's just been surprising me recently. I honestly I could see him being a sleeper for top 32. Uh,
Oh, for
if you're
sure.
not
Yeah,
ready
well,
for
For
that
sure.
I
Kirby.
will add that it is borderline disrespectful for someone to go from 17 to wild card, but I feel like
It was a
Dr.
Cinderella.
Sauce might be the exception because I think it
Yeah,
just makes sense for him to be a wild
you
card.
said
No
it.
offense to Dr. Sauce.
I like how you said
I
it. You
mean,
said
no, I
Cinderella
can.
run. It was a Cinderella
Yeah.
run. Like no one expected
It
him.
was a,
You know.
I would give it both Cinderella and Mickey Mouse run. I'd use both.
What the?
Wow,
He's a great player.
wow.
He's
No,
a
he's
great,
good. He's
and
good.
he's been on
You
the
don't
grind.
get
He is
17 for not being good.
I feel like his chess is like helping him too, low key. He's a smart Super Smash Bros. Player. Him and Beefy are actually very smart. They take their time and yeah,
Yeah.
don't do many dumb things, and neither of them do. Okay, moving on. We got our next three. Ooh, now we're getting there. Okay, so here's another one that made top 32. We have PYT, and I think he made no, he placed top 25 I think last year. Then we have D
Yeah, good.
Moles and we have Soto. And Soto is one of those wild cards because his Samus is fantastic, but his Kirby's also like his other characters are really really good, and I think people forget that. So I'd love to see him pull out different characters. I love his Samus, but I'd also love to see him pull out his Kirby. D Moles, I know you guys, Waxy, you know him really well, so I'll let you talk about him. And then PYT, fantastic Yoshi player, made top 32 last year. Really quick, really, has fantastic tech skill, but I have him just missing it this year.
Yeah, so I think Soto is more than capable of making a run. His Samus obviously is what's going to hold him back. I feel like a lot of these good Pikachu's at like around that level are just gonna beat him more often than he beats them. So just kind of rough for him. But if he has a good Kirby, that's gonna help him out. Demo's super good. I actually have Demo's in my top 32. I
Oh,
think
nice.
Demo's each Smash Con he does better in placement, and last Smash Con he was D1 and was like one of the few people obviously in the D1 pool. It's like only one or two people don't get out. He was one of those people.
Uh-huh.
It's only up from here, so I think Demos is going to be in the contention and will be in top 32. And then PYT's is super good. Hate the guy's ego with a passion, but he's so good. He just talks so much shit. But
Dude,
it's
we
usually in good nature, but not the way he says it. I don't like his body language, but he's good. He'll
well,
probably get. I have him in top 32.
him and I played in 2023, and I was like, "Hey, I'm Huntsman," and he was like, "Hey, I'm PYT," and I was like, "Oh, nice. I've never heard of you," and he was like offended. He was like, "What?" I'm like the Ohio legend. I was like, "Oh," and then I 2-0 him like really quickly, and
That's
I
bro.
was like, "All right, dude." I could tell he was kind of embarrassed, but I also really like that matchup, and I'm sure. Do you play? Did you play him last year, Waxy?
I lifetime I've never beat PYT. I played him three
Really?
times plus three
Wow.
times. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, so that's
And
why you're a
he
little
and
bitter.
he Oh yeah, he's also the way he talks about it makes me sad, but it's okay. I will never lose to him again. I've said that before, but I'm gonna say it again.
I love it.
The last two times. I uh I don't really know. I mean, I don't know PYT outside of the last Smash Con. D-Moles I'm gonna have bias for, and same for Soto. I mean, like I said with Freehan, he's gonna be limited by character if he stays with Samus. But that Kirby's not something to mess with. So it just depends on what he's feeling and what he's willing to play.
Do you guys remember when
Um,
he was seated in D4 and then went Kirby until he
yeah,
made it to D1 and then he made D1
yeah,
from D4. That was crazy.
and they'll never do that again.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why they did. I don't know
So
though.
That was whack. Yeah.
no, it was, but No, they won't do that again.
All right, moving on to our final three. Now, these three did not make top 32 in my opinion. I think it'll be really close, and I actually love all these players, so it's kind of hard for me to do. So we have Blondie, Combo Blaze, and the Yid. All fantastic players. Every single one of these players can beat me, can beat any of the players that are tied to 25th. I just think this is going to be the way it shakes out. Blondie, obviously, blonde kid, fantastic. Pika, I also loved how he practiced Yoshi for a while. I have him just missing. Combo Blaze, I have another missing. He missed out on top 632 at Snowsa.
Really?
He did, I believe. And I think he had a poor tournament. I still think he's insane, and he's next level. But he also loves the game, and he's so chill. He doesn't. I don't think he plays to win a lot of the times. I think he just plays because he's insane at the game. He's just good at it. The Yid, another player I'm really, really impressed with. I always love playing the Yid. Always love watching him play too. Yoshi's amazing. I have him missing it just by a hair in top 32.
Okay, so of these three, I have two of them in my top 32. Those being Blondie and the Yin. I think Blondie is super good. I watched him. He was in my D1 pool at Snowsa, and I watched him play everybody, and I was super impressed. He is very good, very composed.
Did he make top 32? Do you know?
I don't know about Combo Blaze, but wait, Blondie.
Blondie, yeah.
Oh, Blondie, he made top 16. Yeah, he made
top 16
bracket.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Combo Blaze. Was Combo Blaze at Snowsa?
Yeah, he wasn't he?
I don't know.
No, he was. He was.
Okay. All right, but Combo Blaze, I feel like he just plays whatever character he wants, and he just plays for the love of the game rather than trying to win. To him, I feel like impressing the other player with something cool is more important than an actual W, which is awesome. And then the Yid, I have him 25th as well. He is super good. I think it's fair to have him at the top of the wild card, but I could definitely see him making a push for top there too. The Yoshi's solid, and his Fox is also pretty solid too.
Yeah, he does have a good Fox.
It's gonna be tough for me to talk about any of these guys. I haven't seen Blondie, which I'm assuming is Blonde Kid.
Yeah.
Since Genesis 4. Combo I haven't seen in a while. Well, I know Combo's been around, but at this point the liquor's talking. So I like the Yid. I think he's up and coming for sure. I don't know. In recent years, I don't know if I'd put the Yid up as far as you have him.
Oh, okay.
I feel like in recent years he's gotten better.
He has, yeah, he's gotten better.
No, yeah, and that's
he's taking games from Brody and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's
right.
Good.
I see that he's getting better, but then we have MHJ all the way down at 19, and for a while I thought they were almost equals, and maybe that's a Kirby Pika difference, but
I think the separation between first and 20th in this is
exactly.
It's so minimal.
Sure.
I was gonna say that.
You once you get to
this,
halfway through 17th, I'd say is borderline interchangeable. 17th and 20th.
That's fair. I like the Yid a lot, and
makes sense. So there's my wild cards. Now, do you guys? I'll give you guys a second here. Do you have anyone that you think I missed? Do you think there's someone that should be on the wild card list?
Always got to shout out Blugo.
Blugo's good.
More than capable
of
on the wild card, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was to be I don't expect him to get out of D1, but I do see him being in D1. I wouldn't be surprised. He's good.
Yeah.
And I have a question: is Klosenberg not signed up?
Oh, I don't know. Is he going?
I don't know. The last time I spoke to him, I asked him a month or two ago. I think if Klosenberg was going, I could see him potentially being a wild card. I don't know why.
No offense to Klosenberg, I love him to death, but that's crazy.
I don't know. I play him. He's far and away the person I play the most on net play, and he's. I don't know. Those up Bs, they get you sometimes.
Well, when I mean,
that's just,
it's kind of like
that's
queso.
my
When
thing.
all you do is throw out F smashes, one of
Oh
them's
yeah,
bound to hit.
let's throw Queso's name on here too. Honestly, Queso, like
Really?
I
He
think
could.
Queso could be in this. Like it would be a Cinderella run for Queso. It would be
Mm.
a step, largest step he's ever taken that tournament in the upward trajectory. But
As a
I
wild
think
card.
as a wild card, he's grinding probably amongst the most out of everybody.
Yeah.
Or, like he's definitely top 20 grinders in the world for Smash 64.
Hmm.
Maybe top 5. He is super good. If he just stops like F smashing randomly and down Bing, which they work sometimes, and that's what gives him the motivation to continue.
Yeah.
Um, and then my last one would be Minio. Minio is definitely in contention for that.
Minio was one I thought about hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think this is pretty good.
Like it. Moonshoes,
Yeah.
anyone come to your mind?
I have a couple people. I guess it depends on who's in our top 32, but I think Shears is obviously always in contention for this, what I would call top 52 spot. Um, I know he likes to get drunk a lot, and it's always a question of where he'll end up before tournament. But I don't see why he wouldn't end up somewhere in this top spot.
I think he's
If
underperformed the past like 2 years. I think he's
Yeah,
underperformed. You know.
he keeps underperforming, and I think it's just because he keeps getting way more drunk every year.
It's also because he doesn't DI, and I think DI has become such a big part of the game now.
No,
You
and
know.
that's true. Unfortunately, I learned from him, and I don't DI myself. So,
That's right.
uh, no, you're definitely right. But on the same thing, Sextasy. I mean,
Uh,
he
mm,
he's good. They all. Unfortunately, my whole list is a lot of people who get too drunk before tournaments. Cool Lime, who is outside of that list, a Virginia player.
I originally had
Um,
him in, just so you know. I had him in, and then I replaced him with MHJ.
he's an insane Falcon. I know if I would put him above MJ, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think if he had the opportunity, I think he could take. I think he could take on the top 15 or the bottom 15 that you have,
Oh,
or whatever that 15 to 20. I think Cool Lime definitely falls under that, if not higher,
love it.
depending on what he gets. He's a very standard Falcon, and he's going for certain stuff, and you'll figure that out. But he's great.
Yeah.
I see him beat MHJ, but he falls to some stuff that Luke likes to do. There was one other name I saw on this list, and it's losing me. So we can move on for now, but I can bring it
Before
up.
we move on, could I add someone that I noticed?
Yeah.
And I also want to bring up because I have someone in that I had in wild card that I imagine you're gonna, well, definitely will have in top 32. So one, I think Shmurka is definitely a wild card contention. He's super good. Pikachu solid. But in my wild card, I don't know why. I'm just having this feeling. I don't think Pringle's making top 32. I have Chris Kringle missing out on top 32. He's drowning in D1.
Oh
Put
my.
me
Wow.
on it.
Well, that's quite the prediction. And,
Not just
well,
letting you know.
the video's already 28 minutes long right now, so I wonder if he makes it this long. But I hope he doesn't. That is a
Well,
brutal
once we get
call.
to him, I'll add more information to that because I
Uh,
know he's going to be in your top 32.
he is, yeah, he's in my top 32. Okay, we're gonna move on then. We're gonna try to get this done in the next 15 minutes, which is our top
You should
32.
probably do all top 25.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's a great idea. Okay, here we go. I'm at top 25. I have Box, Janitor, Let's Go, Reefy Beefy, Andykins, Hooded, Paco, and Hotline. Hotline was the hardest one for me because I wanted to put him in top 17. I decided not to. I still think he's an amazing player. Paco, I've always loved playing Paco, and I think he's a really smart player. Hooded, I think, is the most slept on player, and I think I will I will put money that Hooded makes top 32. Like I really feel strongly that Hooded will do well this tournament. Andykins took Isaiah to game 5. Like, the guy has a different gear, like some of these other players, obviously. It's just the question if Evie's going to make it or not, and I think he will this tournament. Reefy Beefy, I'm going to quote him. He says his favorite thing about the game is edge guarding. And if that's your favorite thing in the game, I think you're going to be a good player. Like, honestly, he's really good. He has fantastic gameplay. Let's Go. I've always loved Let's Go. Fantastic Fox player. Can't say, like, honestly, anything bad about Let's Go, about his gameplay, about him as a person. He's just really awesome dude. Janitor I have making top 32 as well. And I have Box, because Box made it last year. Box actually had a fantastic tournament last year, and I really liked watching him play. I'm excited to see what he does in this coming tournament, and I for sure have him making top 32 again.
Okay. So I like that these guys were all there. Half of these guys for me were in the top of the wild cards.
And that's, can you name them? Who are they?
Yeah. So I don't have Hooded. I don't have Reefy. I do have Reefy. I don't have Hooded, Let's Go, Janitor, and Box. I think Let's Go. I mean, I could see he's super good. I wouldn't be surprised, but he's just Fox. Fox is Fox.
Well, he also goes Pika. He also plays Pika a lot too, you know.
Yeah, I have Hotline in the 17th category. I also have Taco in 17th. And then mine was filled out with you at 25th. I think Huntsman deserves that 25th spot. D-Moles, Yid, Baba Kanoosh.
That's
Blondie.
That Boba Kanoosh is so sick. I just love that.
He's gonna do it.
I hope it fires him up.
With your list, I think the top two, Hotline just had that crazy tournament where he beat KD3, Dogs, and forgot who else. Or I think he just beat KD twice in Dogs once.
He did, yeah.
Paco just came in 4th at Snosa. I think that alone should kind of propel him to the next grouping.
Yeah.
Hooded, he's good. I wouldn't be too surprised if he makes top 32, but I just didn't have him in there. Andy I have in 17th. I think Andy. I have Andy a little higher. And then Reefy's also super good. Patient player. No, like you said, edge guard's his favorite thing. Good for him, I guess. And then Janitor, wild card. I feel like he could definitely do this well, but at the same time, I see him bustering out. And then Box is also just a solid player. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets top 32.
Cool. Moonshoes, any thoughts on these players?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't know if I know enough about all these players. I would obviously bias on some of them. Hotline having all those really good wins recently. I like that he's that high. I think Paco's warranted. Andykins is on the fringe again. He's sort of the same of it's hateful to watch him not perform at these big levels, but I know he can. In the same sense of MHJ. So I want Andykins to be top 32. I know he can. It's just what Andykins are we going to see?
Yeah.
Beefy, crazy. Let's Go. With the Fox, he might be limited. So that might be tough. I don't know. Waxy brought you up, and you didn't put yourself on your list, so we're not going to see you anywhere here, which is totally fine. I wouldn't have you in 25th. I would probably have you 17th.
Wow.
Personally,
it's very nice.
I would have you above Let's Go. But I also would be surprised if we didn't have 2 Foxes in the top 32. So Let's Go being here makes sense. Janitor, I don't see play very often. I have no idea where he'd be.
He's been playing a lot online, actually.
Which is awesome. Again,
yeah. You just haven't seen him, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. But what I do see is Yid and D-Moles playing, where I would maybe replace them Dr. Sauce. But again, I don't see Janitor playing Box. I wouldn't move Box. He's a very, very consistent Kirby player, and it might also be biased just being friends where I have him there, but he's definitely out of the wild cards, I would have him as the best Kirby player for sure. So I have no problem with him being there.
Cool. Awesome. All right, there's my top 25. We're going to move on to top 17, and we're going to speed it up just a hair. I have Narwhal, Quapple, CTG, Waxy Joe, Kix, Epad, Chris Kringle, and Frey. I think out of these people, the people that have the highest chance of making top 13 are Waxy Joe, Frey, and Kix. I think those three have the highest potential of making top 13. All of these players are fantastic. Narwhal, even though he doesn't play, continues to show why he's so good at the game. Honestly, I don't know how he keeps doing it. Quapples, honestly, seems like he doesn't play that much either, but he is so good. He's made top 32 all the time. If not, he's in the wild card. He's always pushing the agenda. Last year, he made top 17. Waxy Joe, can't say enough about Waxy. Fantastic player. Honestly, since I've been playing you in Utah, I'm like blown away of how good you are and how little you know about like specific things. I'm like, how does he win? But then I watch you play and you just have really good decisions in the game, and you're fantastic at creating uncomfortable space between you and another player, and that's something you're really good at. Kicks, fantastic. Epad, piece of crap. Love him to death. Fantastic DI. Honestly, I can't say much other than his DI. I'm not going to lie. I think his DI is really good. And he just makes me mad. But he's a fantastic player, and I think he's going to make top 17 for sure. Chris Kringle, the fact that you don't have him top 32 is nuts. Fantastic player. And then Frey, I think, honestly, I wanted to put him in top 13. I'm really interested to see him play and decide which characters he's going to play when and where. But all of these players are fantastic, and I think the three that I named have the highest potential to make top 13.
Waxy, I think I should go before you for the rest of this. Just
go for it. You go. I don't care.
Just due to the fact that I don't know as much, and I think you have more to talk about.
Okay, go for it.
Narwhal surprises me every year. I don't understand how he does it, just like you said. He honestly could be a top 13 player. It's insane what he's able to do with that Falcon. Quapples with playing Rivals, I think, is what helps him with our game. Just still playing a fighting game, which is why he's 17th the last 2 years. And then you have him 17th now. CTG is up there just because he has a better ranking than Waxy Joe. He's better than Waxy, I guess.
He has one of those gears. CTG has one of those gears that he gets to constantly. You know, he's consistently reaching that second gear of his, so it's impressive.
Is always slugging behind, but
yeah, I'm no CTG. Get up, keep going.
Kicks I don't know much about, obviously, but and Epad I don't love, unfortunately. So I won't talk about it. Kringle the same. It depends on what he plays. So
he's been doing a good mix of both, of Ness and Falcon. So
who, Frey?
Yeah, he hasn't just been like locking in Ness. He chooses which character would be best for each, counter pick.
And I hope he does that for SmashCon, but who's to say he does? But I don't like Epad. He isn't a cool guy. And Chris Kringle, Waxy hates. That's my team. I'll leave it to Wax.
So you're gonna. All right, go ahead, Wax.
All right, so obviously I did not have Kringle making top 32, so he's not. I don't no need to even address that. So I'm just gonna move on from Kringle. I had Paco at 17th, so I don't know. But that being said, I had Frey at 17th. I think Frey is easy 17th. The guy's super good. His Nest is insane. His Falcon's insane. I also had Epad. Epad is very good. As much as I really don't want to see him do good, he is good at the game, and he does the stupidest up B every time, and it just annoys me every time he does it. It works, but it's just annoying and dumb. I had Kicks getting 13th. I didn't have Quapples in my top 32. I had CTG at 17th. I think that's fair for him. I also had Narwhal at 17th. And then obviously to fill in the other spots, I did have myself at 17th because I don't see myself regressing. It's very possible, but I'd like to think I'd either stagnant or hopefully punch my way up. And then Andy and Hotline at 17th, I think is very applicable. Yeah, but CTG is super good. Narwhal is consistently good. I feel like he doesn't play the game, but he just has like the brain for Smash 64 and knows when to approach. He's just really good neutral. But yeah, I think this is very, very fair list. I'm probably being a little unfair to Kringle, but something is telling me he's not making top 32. Maybe he proves me wrong, but I absolutely doubt it.
I think he's going to prove you wrong, and he's going to be the first person he finds. He's just going to come and find you as fast as possible.
I hope that it's like me and him in D1, and like loser of our match doesn't make it out. I'm just gonna beat him and then look at him, just shake his hand, and walk away.
Wow.
And then like later on, after a few minutes, be like, yeah, I told you, like I wasn't lying. You're not making top 32. It's no big deal. We'll see.
All right.
But
I love it.
yeah, I like this list. I think this is a fair list, and it's not really much to argue with. To leave Quapples out of top 32 might have been silly on my part, but he's due for not making top 32. He's been doing it for too long.
I like it.
That's my opinion.
All right, top 13. We have Dogs Johnson, Janko, Grain, and Sheeman. Yeah, I have Sheeman low because I don't know how much he's been playing. I know he just had a baby. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. I know he's been very busy. So I just think he's been a little busy, so I don't know how. But who knows? Maybe he has that dad power. Grain won that tournament in Portland. Beat everyone. What the heck? I could not even start thinking about putting Grain in tied 13th or tied 17th. Grain's too good. Fantastic decisions. Janko is also another. I think Janko and Sheeman are the two players on this list that can make top 8, that have the highest probability of making top 8. But Janko beat Isaiah, for goodness sakes. Janko is probably one of the coolest players I've ever played against. Just fantastic tech skill, fantastic decisions. He's just really, really fun to watch. I think he's the closest Yoshi to Kuraba in terms of style and just punish than anyone else that mains Yoshi. He's just really, really fun to watch. And then Dogs Johnson, obviously fantastic player. I think he's gotten tied 13th almost every year or tied 9th. So it would be really cool to see any of these players pull through and make top 8. I know Sheeman has before, but it would be cool to see Grain, Janko, or Dogs Johnson push the limit a little bit.
Personally, I think I like this 13th a lot. I don't know who goes before it because I didn't really look at the list a lot. If I had to choose people that I think are going to get better than 13th, Grain and He-Man are on my list, and I really. I think I have, not to upset people, but I think Grain gets definitely that tied 9th spot.
That'd be big.
I would not be surprised if Janko does that too, and if She-Man gets top 8. Looking at it again, I looked at this list before we started this video once or twice. I have no idea who's before these people, but
I will make arguments against the people that Huntsman has. I think Grain definitely gets top 8.
Grain makes
Definitely
top
top
8?
I
Top
love it.
8?
I love it.
I will stand on that right now without knowing who goes before her. And honestly, I've been staring at this list and I don't know who. But I put Grain top 8, and I'll come back to this.
Wow. Okay, go ahead, Waxy.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and Sheeman I completely neglected on my list. So I think Sheeman, I didn't even put him on here. So I'm gonna say 13th is fair for Sheeman, and that is going to have to bump down Dogs Johnson. So Dogs is now 17th, and Bob Ganoush is now no longer making top 32. My bad.
Oh, no. He's going to be so
sorry,
sad.
Bob.
Hopefully he turned it off. Hopefully he turned it off right when he heard his name.
So my bad, Bob. But so Sheeman, I think I don't know. I don't know if they're as active, so I'm gonna go ahead and say 13 sounds good. I can see him punching up pretty high, but I think 13 is fair. I have Grain in 9th. I have Jenko in 13th, and then I also had Crovey in 13th. But I like your list. I think Seaman, Grain, Jenko, Dogs Johnson. I think that is super solid. No really complaints there. I could see Grain. Honestly, I think Grain's gonna get 9th. That's my expectation of Grain. And other than that, I think this is super fair. I think Jenko, the top 3, I think could punch up to possibly get top 8. I don't know why I'm feeling down on Dogs, but I don't see Dogs being able to punch up like those other 3.
Mm.
But yeah, I like it. It's good.
Like it.
That's solid.
Okay, the next 4. These 4 I have missing top 8, so the big stage. And really hard to do, but I believe every single one of these players has a chance to make top 8. We have Crovey, KD3, Josh Brody, and Robert. Crovey, obviously a fantastic player. I think he has a really good chance to make top 32. I think Crovey's going to pull one of the biggest upsets of his tournament career this tournament coming up. Whether it's in D1 or top 32, I don't know. But I think he's going to do a really big upset. Kind of like you, Waxy, when you beat Alvin. Something like of that level. KD3, I think, has something to prove. I feel like he's lost a couple games that he feels like he shouldn't. He's a fantastic player. And I think KD3 really wants to push himself this tournament to make top 8. Josh Brody, SmashCon has never been his tournament, ever. He's just never played that well at SmashCon. I can't wait for the time he makes top 32. Or, top 8. But he is a great player. I think he made top 8 when he beat LD in 2017 or 2018. But I'd like to see him do it again. And then Robert made top 8 last year. Obviously, one of the most calculated players that has ever played this game, that has ever picked up a controller. And Robert honestly does so much for the community, and he's so fun to watch. I have him just missing this year. But, yeah, that's my top 9. Just missing out on the big stage on top 8.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty tough list. I like the Kirby prediction. I think you're right. He is due for some sort of big upset. I think Robert is supposed to be there too. It's very hard to be inconsistent for him.
So, Moonshoes, do you have any of these players in top 8?
Personally, no.
Okay.
And
because you have Grain. You have Grain in top 8.
Right.
That's right.
So going off of my top 8, 2 of those players, I don't even know if I have where you have. I think one of them moves down to the 13th. I really do like Grain at least top 8. I think she's proven herself. I think she can make top 8 this year. if not next year. But I have her top 8 this year, and it comes down to that KD3 Brody. I think Kroby can make that run. If he doesn't, then maybe that's where she fills in. But obviously, that's still ninth. But I don't think it comes from that Robert spot. I don't know how you can beat Robert. He's he's too robotic to take away.
Yeah.
So it comes from the Brody or KD3 spot, and between the two of them, I don't know what to say. It's too equal.
Waxy?
I think. Wait. All right, so Robert, I have easy top 8.
Okay.
Brody, I had for 9th. KD3, I had for 9th. Krovi, I had for 13th, and I had Grain fill that spot. Overall, I think this is very fair. I think these are going to be probably, in most circumstances, these would probably be the 4 gatekeeping you from top 8. I do think Robert, though, is another level. I could see him getting as high as 5th in this tournament. But I had him at 7th, but Robert's super good. I could see him getting 5th, and I wouldn't bat an eye at it. But yeah, Robert's super good. Obviously, all these players are super duper good, but I would just switch Krovi and Grain. That would be my biggest nitpick. I think Grain proved that she is. Oh no, that Portland tournament was insane.
That was insane.
Krovi and Josh Brody and who else?
KD3.
And KD3.
She's just so good.
She's just super good. It's insane how good she's done. But yeah, I like this though. But I think Robert's a little bit low.
I think it also depends on if she runs into Waxy.
Didn't she beat you last year?
She beat me last
at
year.
SmashCon?
Eliminated me. Yeah, she got me out, and then she also beat me at Snowsup. But the Snowsup was ridiculously close. I was up. I blew it, but it's okay.
That's right. I was up 2-0 against EPAD and lost, so I hear you.
Oof.
Yeah. All right. Now, I personally think that the top 7 are inexcusably going to make it, but it has happened in the past where one of them haven't. But in my top 8, my 8th person, which I think is interchangeable with almost every single one of these players from tied 9th to tied 13, is Jaime. I have Jaime overcoming the hump. I have him making top 8. I think he's a fantastic player. Not just because he's my teammate. I just really enjoy Jaime's game. And then here we go. Top 7. My next spot, I have Wizrope. Obviously, fantastic player. Would love to watch him make an upset. I think at this point, if he beat, Kyosuke, Kuraba, Isaiah, Boom, I think at that point it would, or Wario, I think it would be quite an upset. It would be pretty cool if he was able to do those. Just a fantastic player. And then we're going to do tied 5th. He's going to be ticked, but I have Kiro. I know he's been working on a lot of things, and I know he always says every year is his year. I thought last year was his biggest chance, and I think he missed out on making finals when he lost to Kuraba. He just has a Kuraba problem. Not only has he lost to him every time, I think he's only taken one game, ever. He's just has his number. So Kiro has a big leap to make against Kuraba. And then also tied 5th, I have Kyosuke.
Is that where I'm jumping in?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you put that top or that bottom 8, I guess, in front of me, it's tough to say where Grain would fill in. I mean,
she's gonna have to beat. Yeah, she's gonna have to beat Robert or Jaime, in my opinion, to make it, which is gonna be.
I think Jaime is super beatable for Grain.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
But those are some incredible players. I mean, Kyosuke could end up being the best.
He's won it before. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see how he couldn't. Hero. He's definitely a top 3 player after last year. Wizrobe could easily get back up there if he's been practicing for that long too. And Jaime's nothing to slack on either. He's definitely a top 8 player. No, I mean all these players are great. I think Grain falls in there.
Heck
I
yeah.
don't know where.
I love it.
I do.
Awesome. Waxy?
So I didn't have Jaime in top 8. I had Jaime getting 13th. I like Wizard's placement. Actually, so I'm gonna just rattle off my tied 5th and tied 7th. I had Isaiah 5th, Wizzy 5th, Robert 7th, Wario 7th. I think Wario, I mean, he hasn't had the highs since Genesis 3. I feel like since then it's been just a steady, like borderline downward trajectory. I know he's consistent, like top 8. That one tournament, I think he got 9th when it was like Wario Alvin for top 8 and losers.
Yeah, he lost to KD3.
Yeah, so that's a bit rough. But I mean, KD3 super good, so it's not that bad. But
It's still an
I
upset,
don't
though.
know. Yeah, it's still a big upset. I do think Wario and Robert 7th is probable, and I think Hero, he tweeted today he's at the precipice of his skill. So I mean, I'm gonna take his word on it. I don't think he's getting anything close to 5th. Hopefully, I have him get 3rd. But Kyosuke, I think. I don't know, he's kind of due for a rebound. That's why I have Isaiah. I think Isaiah, got the 1 W, but I don't know. I feel like Isaiah just
You think he's spent, or do you think he still has a chance? Like in future?
Isaiah could win it. I wouldn't be surprised. But if I was to make a cold, hard guess, I think Isaiah's getting 5th. That's what I had him at. I think Wizzy is always a safe 5th or 7th. Like, I don't think Wizzy is ever placing. Has Wizzy done better than that, aside from SmashCon 2016?
Yeah, he has. I think 2018 he took 3rd when he beat Kuraba.
Oh, he beat Kuraba?
In the Ditto. Yeah, in the Ditto. Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd.
He lost to Wario to make it to that. That's when 2019. That was when Kyosuke won it all. Yeah, Wizard lost to Wario to make it to finals.
Oh, all right. Well,
but same. These are all interchangeable. Like these, anything can happen. It's like the cold gut call.
I think Jaime does not deserve top 8, and I think Jaime is losing to everybody in tied 9th consistently. I think if they're to run 10 sets with each of those people, Jaime is losing 90%, like 9 out of 10 games.
Really? See, I think he will beat Crovey 9 times out of 10.
Maybe not. Yeah, I think Crowley might be his best matchup, but in my position, I had Grain there, so I think Grain is beating Jaime 9 out of 10.
Okay. I hear that.
Yeah, whatever. We'll talk about that later.
But I do like the 5th and 7th. I feel it's fair. The only outlier I think is Jaime. But aside from that, I think that it's fair. It's really not too disputable.
I hear that. I mean, yeah, like you said, all of these are interchangeable depending on the day, honestly. Like if we had this tournament every day, like top 8, I think it could change. It would change every single time, It would never be the same. Okay, moving on to top 4. I have Kuraba taking 4th, which is the lowest I've ever put Kuraba. I think he has to have a bad tournament. He just never has. He's just like over the past 3 years since COVID, he has just been a beast, and no one has been able to conquer him. So I wonder if people are finally going to learn how to beat him. So I have him 4th. I have Wario 3rd because I think Wario has just been ticked off for quite a while now, but about his finishing, about his placement. I think he's like, you know what? I need to prove to everyone that I originally was the Pika behind Isaiah, And then I have Isaiah taking 2nd, and I cannot wait for this grand finals if it happens. And I have Super Boom Fan winning it all this year. Moonshoes, I just want you to talk about whether you agree with the winner or who you have as a winner and who you have in the finals.
Well, it's tough for me to say because I didn't have any winner, but I don't know if I have either of those two in the finals. It's tough to not have it's tough to not have Kuraba. It's tough not to have a Japanese player in the finals. I think Kuraba's easily the one to turn to for that. Boom is definitely due for a win. Isaiah as well. It's tough, but I don't see how it's not Kuraba. I want it to be Boom because he deserves it. He's been waiting the longest, but has he been putting in the effort? In my mind, I'd put Kuraba Kyosuke. That would be my
1 and 2. Wow.
That would be my finals.
So I have an All-American final, and you have an All-Japanese final.
I mean, that's my final. We'll see what happens.
I love it.
That's my.
All right, Waxy.
I have Boom taking it. I think you're right.
Let's go.
Boom is due. I would say the best possible finals would be Boom Isaiah. That's what I would want as a fanboy of Smash 64. But I didn't have that. I had Kuraba because I feel like you just can't.
So
not have Kuraba in grand finals. But that being said, after sitting and thinking more on Kiro being at the precipice, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a 10-year anniversary of the original Smash Con. It's going to be Boom and Kiro grand finals once again. Boom's still going to win. Kiro second, Kuraba third, and then I had Kiss fourth. But I like what you have. I think this is very possible of happening. But I'm going to go ahead and say Boom is going to win. He's due. He's just so good. Every time I play him, makes me sad. And it's just like no one else really makes me sad when I play the game with how he beats me. And Boom and Kiro grand finals is my guess, but Isaiah Boom is also very possible. I do like the North American grand finals. I think that's super cool, and I would love to see that because I'm sick of the Japanese coming to my country and winning my tournament. But we'll see. I do think Kuraba deserves to be in the top 2, but maybe he has an off year.
I think this is just me thinking he has to have an off year. Now, if he doesn't have an off year this year, I probably will never keep him out of finals from fourth.
I think it's crazy that you don't even have him as third, but
I've seen
definitely deserves.
So let me explain with Wario a little bit. I think I've seen Wario playing with Nax on 7 frames. Have you seen that? Wario's been playing with Nax on 7 frames, and I saw that, and I thought, what the frick? Like, why is Wario playing on 7 frames against Nax? I don't know. I feel like Wario I just by seeing that, I was like, Wario wants this, man. I think he's just gonna try his freaking guts out. And anyway, it was just like a gut feeling. When I saw that, that's when I was like, dude, Wario, I think has a chance. I think he's gonna beat Kuraba. And
I mean, I would love to see, honestly, a Wario Boom grand finals would be really cool.
That would be so sick.
But yeah, I think any of that top 4, actually top
7
1 through 6, 1 through 7, like I think any of them could be in grand finals. That is just, I mean, Kiro obviously like on the lower end of that, just because I feel like he just has a hard time against Boom, Kuraba. I can see him beating Wario, maybe Isaiah, and then he's beaten Kisk like a few times, I feel like. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm excited to see the tournament, see how it all plays out.
Yeah, we're stoked. This was our top 32. It took a while. I think it took over an hour. This was more of a podcast than it was a video. We hope you guys liked it. Yeah, we hope you guys liked it. I think most people fast forward to like when their name is mentioned, and then they just listen for the 3 minutes. So Boba's gonna be ticked when you throw him under the bus like that. But thank you guys. Thanks for joining us, Moonshoes, especially. I know it's late over there, dude.
It's a good time.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad you joined us. I'm excited to do this another tournament. So you guys are awesome.
Yeah, we'll see you guys all next week. Super hype.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked.
All right, Huntsman, thank you for streaming that or just recording it. That was awesome. Thank you for putting this together, man.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You as well. Peace out.
See you.